Welcome to Healthy Evolution by Katey. You guys, I'm excited to share with you a modified lifting workout. And today's experience is going to be done completely without music. Now, if I can figure out how to add music to this video later on, I will. But for now, we're going to just get to it. So today's workout is going to use your entire body with a little bit of a leg focus. So we're going to roll it forward. We're going to warm up our body right now, and then we're going to move into our first block of cardio. And you're going to be huffing and puffing a little bit. You might be out of breath, but I tell you, I will help you get through this entire workout. Something that I love to do, and you can see with the poster behind me or the picture behind me, there's a little girl back there with a big messy bun. Well, I have a podcast called The Big Messy Bun. Today, I happen to have braids in. But I normally wear a big messy bun most days. And on a big messy bun, we talk about all kinds of things. Well, the other day I was teaching class here on Zoom and our music app stopped working. Actually, my entire internet stopped working. I ended up teaching the entire class without music. And when we got to the end of it, one of our members said, "Oh my God, that was like an hour-long podcast." So get ready to settle in. This may end up being the Big Messy Bun episode 39. Who knows? I may upload it to the podcast app when we're done. We'll see where this class ends up today. So bring it on back here. We're just warming up your body. Now, at the beginning of your warm-up, of your workout, you really want to kind of tune into your body and see how it's feeling. Arms forward. If you have any aches and pains, how are you feeling? We need to make sure that you're doing all the things to make sure you have the best workout possible. So if you have something going on that you need to take care of, and that could be something physical or something mental. It could be something that you didn't sleep well last night. Maybe you're under a lot of stress. Maybe you got a lot going on. Listen to your body and be kind to it. We can't beat the shit out of our bodies and expect to move forward. We need to be practicing all the utmost kindness to our bodies at all times. Now, that will look like different things for us. Sometimes kindness to our body is what we're putting into our body. Sometimes kindness is resting it. And sometimes it's pushing it like we're going to do today. There's all kinds of things that we must do for this to take place. Let's take a big breath in. And we're going to forward fold. Now you'll notice I have a chair behind me. That chair is going to be part of this workout for some of you. And big breath in. And I will be in and out of the chair demonstrating all of the cardiovascular and lifting moves that we're going to be doing here today. I didn't do the warm up in the chair. Sorry about that. I got carried away. All right, we got 5 moves coming up. I will just get into the moves and I will tell you what we're doing. We're going to go 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. On the 15-second off, I'll tell you what's coming up next. So your first exercise is going to be a knee drive, and you're going to do 20 seconds on each leg, and the timer begins now. So a knee drive is done here. I will show you this move standing, and then I will jump in the chair for the other 20 seconds to show you what this might look like if you were doing it seated. So you're taking both hands, pulling in towards that knee with a lot of power. Lots there. Now, other side, if you're seated, you're here. You're here. Now, I forgot to mention the standing option. That front knee, the one that you're balancing on, is soft, almost bent a little bit. So you've got just a few more seconds here. And then when I'm done this one, I'm going to show you what's coming up next. And rest. Take a break. You're taking 15 seconds off. Your next move is a jumping jack. You can go here. You can go here. You can go here. Or you can go here. The time is starting now. I'm going to stay right here for now, and I'm going to show you a few options. So right now, I am doing these seated. Now, my arms, they look like they're just simply going up and down, but they're actually really focused arms, okay? So don't just have floppy arms. When you're doing a jumping jack, there's a lot of power in the arm. So make sure you're working those arms as you go. Don't just fling those arms. Don't flail. You want to flex them as you go. Get in tune. Get intentional with your workout. Don't just come here and flop around. Make sure you are moving with the utmost intention. All right, 3 seconds left here. Good, and rest, everybody. Your next move is a side hip dip. I'm going to show you standing option first, soft knee. You're going to take one arm here, and you're going to lift and lift. If you're doing this one seated, same thing, you're going to go here. Now, the time is going now. Join me now. We're going to go 20 seconds on each side. I'm going to do my first 20 seconds seated, and I'll do my second 20 seconds standing to show you options. I must mention, this class can be entirely done standing or seated. Switch legs. And something I have to tell you, the seated option is sometimes more challenging. And that's because your internal organs get a little more compressed, for one thing, and you lose the energy that comes through your body. Did you know your body is one big giant ball of energy? It is. Rest. And when you sit, it slows down the energy process. Next up is a basketball shot. We pretend we have basketball nets in our gym, every angle of the gym, and we take 4 shots in each net. I'll show you seated in a moment. You get a ball and you shoot. Now, you can leave the ground like I am, take 2 or 3, 4 shots each side, or remain on the ground. Don't come off the floor. Maybe you're doing it seated. You're shooting hoops. You're shooting. I want to show you side profile here. So you're really getting into it. Take that ball and throw it. And throw it. Now, I always joke with my classes, I was never much of a school athlete. I was decent, okay? I wasn't horrible, but I was never one. They're like, pick team captains. People were never like, we want Katey. It was never a thing. And rest, catch your breath. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm 54 years old now, and I'd fucking kick ass on your school team. All right, foot speed, everybody. We are going to work on some foot speed here. I'm going to show you standing, then seated. So we are here. Yep, we're here. We're going. You can take your feet in and out if you like, or if you're seated, you're here. Foot speed, you guys. Something that we lose as we're aging, you guys keep going, is our foot speed. We lose that power, that sprintability. When you are out there going for your walks, I encourage you to do a little sprinting on your walks, just a little bit. The other day, I had to cross a busy highway, and I was so empowered because I knew I could do it, because I practiced sprinting. Rest, everybody, rest. Catch your breath. Our final move in our cardio block is tennis ball jumps. Now, if you've been in my class, you know what we're doing. We're tucking these balls into our heels right here. On the second round, I'll show you it seated, okay? We jump for 20 seconds. Now, placing that ball in your heels like that, the way it's squeezing, it's actually causing a lot of support to your pelvic floor. It makes a huge difference to hold the ball in the heels as you do this move. And we will be doing an exercise later. Rest, everybody. Catch your breath. We'll be doing another exercise with that ball in the next round. So we're going to go do that block one more time. And if I missed anything in the first block, I'll tell you in the second block, okay? So I'm just resetting our timer, and we're ready to go with those knee drives again. So here we are. Now this front leg, that's your power leg, right? Both legs are working. But now this one, if you look at this, we're balancing. We're balancing. So something that we do in this class is we challenge our balance. Switch legs, other leg, and pull. Now again, if you're doing this one seated, you won't be balancing as much, obviously. But even throwing your body off balance a little bit here is gonna help you. If you are a person who does everything in your life seated, this is gonna help you have some power and a little bit more stability in your stance. Rest, everybody, rest. Grab a drink if you need it. I sure do. All right, jumping jacks. This round, I'm going to show you what I do at a class that I teach at a retirement home. We do jumping jacks here. We go about this speed. Now, if you're like, holy Katey, too slow, no problem. You can take it quicker. And something else you could do is both arms, both legs out in, right there. Right on. All right, you guys. We are cruising through our cardio block. And as we're going through this, we're getting our body primed and ready. We're also getting our mind ready for this workout, you guys. We have an entire lifting process ahead of us, and we are going to be set and ready for everything that is coming your way, that's coming my way. Rest, catch your breath. All right, we're back to those side hip dips. Another opportunity to work on your balance. You guys, balance is something that we lose as we are aging. We want to work on it. So if you can, start here. Now, if you're like a little nervous, scooch over to the wall and then hold the wall for a bit. Let go of the wall. Hold it. Good. Now let go. Just try little bits. Hold it again. You got it. And let go. This supporting leg is soft, by the way. Soft. Rest. Other side. Let me talk to you about why we have a soft knee on this supporting leg. We want to have a soft knee on the supporting leg because when we lock out one joint, if I were to lock that knee, that's going to limit the mobility in this hip. So if you keep that knee soft, that's going to allow for more of that type of action. Rest, everybody. All right, we're back in the basketball court. Now, I do joke a lot about my elementary school days and my high school days. Take your shots, guys, take your shots. But I'm serious. I made a volleyball team when I was in I'm sure I was in like grade 11 or 12. And the coach flat out said to me, she's like, yeah, you're going to make our team, but you're probably going to be sitting on the bench most of the time. She's like, you are such a motivator, though. We need your energy. She said those words to me, you guys, when I was like 18, 17. We need your energy. So although I didn't know really how to serve like powerful or set or hit the ball, I know I'm talking about volleyball right now, but we're doing basketball shots. I was able to have a place there. Rest, everybody, because your energy is valuable. Your energy is important. So if you didn't make the school teams, don't sweat it. You're going to make the team now. All right, we're coming up for that foot speed, you guys. Foot speed. I'm going to show you some of it standing, and then I'm going to jump in my chair for some. So you're here. This is a newer move for this class. I love pumping my arms like this. I've been doing this drill here for many, many years. And it's a bit of a football drill. It's actually any off-ice, off-season challenge that for most athletes. Now, we are adding this into longevity training. We need to have foot speed. You need to be able to move quickly and sustain that move, you guys. You need to be able to do this as we age. We lose our speed. We slow everything down. We want to make sure we are moving forward with it. Rest. Catch your breath, and I need to just have a little cough here. Sorry, guys. All right, you guys, we're going to keep going. I've definitely unmuted myself. Okay, I'm recording this, and my Zoom was just keeping an eye on me, and they said, nothing will be recorded if you're muted. Well, shoot, I hope that didn't cut out. All right, here we go. Tuck your balls in, and I was gonna show you the seated option. You guys can start jumping. I forgot that I need a different ball for this drill. And this is a ball I use at my other job, so it was just in my kitchen. So you can place a larger ball in between the knees, and you can jump here. All right, we're gonna go 20 seconds. Now, sir, some of you have already done your 20 seconds, and you're like, Katey, I am finished. No problem, no problem. You can rest while I finish out my 20 seconds with big ball jumping, okay? If you're seated, I don't want you to just sit there. I want you to move a little bit that way and rest. Okay. You guys have done it. We finished our cardio block for this workout. We're now moving on to the strength block. So if you are someone who likes to wear lifting gloves, get them now because we're going to begin. Now, the way we set up in this class is I tell you the 5 moves we're going to do, and then we do something we call run the clock. We are basically going to run this clock for 20 minutes. We're just going to go. We have 5 exercises, 4 minutes each. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we're going to get to it. First exercise is squats. I am going to show you one of my favorite squats. It's a goblet squat. So that's going to be holding 1 dumbbell in front of me here. And it's just straight up and down. Okay? If you're coming to this class and you are doing this class seated, I want you to get rid of weight if it's too much and just work on getting out of the chair, back into the chair. Up and down. Work on that. Work on that. The second exercise, you're going to use 1 dumbbell, and it's back to balancing. I'll show you standing and seated. 1 arm up here. We're going to pull, press. It's a pull, press. Pull, press. Balancing, soft knee. If you're seated, you're here. Crossing, pressing, crossing. We are going to go back and forth. I got a 12 for that one. Oh, our next move is so funny. I get surprised by the workout. I'm like, what do we have? We have RDLs next, you guys. And I always get excited because I write these workouts up before we do them, obviously. All right, let me show you this one standing. You're going to get your chest nice and proud. You're going to hinge. Your knuckles go against your legs. So from your thighs, your knees, your shins, and back up again. If you're doing that one seated, I would recommend a little bit heavier weight because you're only going to use 1 dumbbell. If you're seated, you're here, and down and up. Now, if you feel like I'm going through these fast, I am. But when we get to the workout, we're doing them 4 times. If I'm too fast, you will figure it out and you will catch on. Okay, next move is a side front raise for shoulders. I should have told you tonight's workout or today's workout is legs and shoulder focused. Okay, so this is your next move. Obviously, you're seated here and here. Seated version, much harder. All right, I got 8s, and then our final move is what's called tennis ball calves, and you're gonna grab that tennis ball again or the big ball. You're going to place this ball between your heels and you're going up and down. So right now you should have had your whole gym set up. Your gym should be set up. We took a little bit longer than I liked to set that up, but that's life. You guys, we're going to rock and roll now. The clock is now running and we are going to go for 20 minutes straight. First exercise being the squat. Now I showed you a goblet squat. You can do any style of squat. We are in fact here for 40 seconds on, and then we rest for 20 seconds and repeat. Now, strong, powerful legs. Why do we need them? They are your main transporter, you guys. These are the things right here that are going to get you to and from, up and down, on and off the throne. You guys, one more here. Now stand tall. I like to let her down here. Let's just pretend this is a toilet. You guys, I want you to be able to get on and off the toilet. It is one of the things that starts the decline and will keep you from living independently. Get back to your weight, pick it up. Now, it's not sexy talking about that stuff. It's not, but I'm going to tell you something. I see every single day at my day job, and I have for the last 20 years, what happens to a body that we don't keep muscled. We need to. Your muscle is your organ of longevity. We must keep moving it. We must keep treating it with respect, care, and love. All right, one more. And relax. Set her down carefully. Every time you set it down carefully. This next set, I'm going to do modified. I'm going to show you an exercise that I train my beautiful souls at one of my jobs, and it's called a chair squat. Pick up your weights, everybody. Pick up your weights. Now we're going to go here and cross our arms. We're going to stand up, and we're going to sit down with control. We're going to stand up. You're going to sit with control. What do I mean and why control? Because I don't want you plunking. Plunking is going to damage your spine. Plunking is going to possibly move whatever you're sitting on away from you and cause a fall. So control up, control down. Don't plunk into your seat. But if you are currently in this position where you cannot get out of a chair without your hands like this, rest, everybody. Rest, catch your breath. I will show you an option. I don't have the chair, but if you have a chair with some arms on it, I want you to use those arms and use the arms to help get you up. But you need to move these muscles. You must. 5-second pickup. Pick up your weight. I say that a lot in my class. 5-second pickup. It's time to go. Okay? So we're here. Now I'm going to come back and finish with the weight with you guys. So if you are currently here and you found this video, maybe a friend sent it to you, because I often tell my classes, send this to a friend who needs to hear this. And I'm pretty sure this might be episode 39 of the Big Messy Bun, because there's so much value in here. It really will depend on how breathy I sound, because if you're watching the video, you'll understand. And one more. And rest. Set that big weight down. And we're going to get ready for move 2, which is our pull press. I'm going to get these weights out of the way for now because we don't need them quite yet. And the clock is running. At the beginning, we set up. You should be ready to go. It's a pull press. Pull press. So right now, we are pulling the weight down to our knee, pressing up overhead. Pulling and pressing. We're also working on our balance right now, which is fantastic. This is a whole lot going on here. You're working on balance. You're working on core strength. You're working on coordination. Holy shitballs, this is a loaded little exercise. Not to mention the power in that shoulder. Pull and press. It's a slight rotation as you go up. Pull, press and rotate. Pull, rest, everybody. Rest. I got carried away. I forgot to look at the timer. All right. I certainly hope it's not too breathy, because I think this would be a great episode for the Big Messy Bun. So if you are here and you found this just might be your weekly dose, you guys. Come on up. Now, if you're listening to this and you're on Spotify or Apple and you're like, holy shit, was she running a marathon? No, but I'm talking, lifting, and moving. So I'm a little breathy today. If you're unsure what the hell I've been talking about on this episode, go check out the YouTube video and give this workout a try. It is such a doable workout, and at the same time, challenging AF for those who need it. So don't sit back and think this is your grandma's training routine. Because guess what? Rest. I'm a grandma. Guys, that's so old school to say that. That's so done. It's so over. Can we look forward? Can we look at growing stronger and staying independent? Why is it that we start to slow down? I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you. Pull. Oh, I'm going to show you this one seated. I'm going to go lighter, though, because it's a lot harder seated, okay? So I'm pulling and pressing. What happens is we start telling ourselves lies. Oh, I'm too old for this. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I better slow down. No frickin' way. Seriously. We start to slow down, and then we slow down. You guys, Now, I'm not saying balls to the walls every single workout. No, this is not balls to the walls workout. This is challenging you though. It's gonna keep you strong. One more, and rest. Set her down. You are gonna learn the fundamentals of lifting here. And listen up, you guys. It is possible to keep moving all the way into your 100s. It truly is. It's out there. You see it. Pick up your weight. You see it all over the internet. Now, this is just all starting to come to surface. Do you know when I started training people? I started training people when I was 19, 20. Not, okay, it wasn't 1920, but it was 1990. So I've been training people for 35 years. For 35 years. And listen, when I was young, naive, in my early 20s training people, the ladies in their 40s in my class, I was like, holy shit, are they ever ancient? Now I'm 54 and I'm here to tell you that's an old narrative we must change. Rest, everybody. Rest. I knew I was going to get heated and I knew this was going to turn into a podcast. You are currently listening to podcast episode number 39, and we're doing fine. RDLs, everybody, RDLs. This is called a Romanian deadlift. Some people call them a straight leg deadlift. You're going to have a soft knee. I always like to teach this one sideways. So if you're on the video, you're watching me, head straight ahead, chest is proud, hinging at the waist, like your bum, your hips go back, and then you stand tall. You don't have to lock out your knees and shove up your hips. You just are going to go down to about mid-shin, stick that rear end out, back is flat, and then come on up. You're hinging and up. 10 seconds. I just decided maybe this is a breathy episode and you're listening on YouTube, rest. You're listening on Apple or Spotify and you're like, oh my God, please pause, go to YouTube and get into the screen with me. You will then understand all the huffing and puffing, what it's all about. But this is in fact episode 39. Pick up your weights. And I'll tell you why I'm turning it into a podcast episode. Because there's so much value in our classes. So this is not just made up for this video here. If you have been present in the classes that I teach, you know that this is the style. This is exactly how I roll. This is not just for video. This is not just to show off a little bit. This is exactly how I teach. Rest, everybody. Carefully set them down, squat. I'm going to show you this one seated, okay, in case you want to do this one seated. I'm just moving some weights around. I'm getting myself a 25 to have some challenge. Now, when you're seated, the same things. Pick up your weights, everybody. Get your body positioned right, posture right. Now you hinge. You hinge. Now, when you're hinging, you're going to be taking that dumbbell straight between your calves, right down and up in either position, standing or seated. Your chest remains proud. What do I even mean by that? I mean, don't round your shoulders. Don't round as you go. If you're standing and you're rounding and you're like, I feel this in my back, listen up. This is a great exercise when you do it correctly. It is such a good exercise when done correctly. 5 seconds left, everybody, 5 seconds. Okay, and rest. When you do it correctly, you will feel it here, okay, and up. You will not feel it here or here. Your hands might get tired holding a dumbbell. Pick up your weights, but you will not if you're doing it properly, okay? So here we are. Legs are nice and wide. We're hinging. Now, once again, if you find yourself in a position where you're like, good Lord, I haven't worked out ever. I don't even know how. Look you got to start somewhere. You just have to take that first step. Maybe you're a listener of the Big Messy Bun and you're like, oh, I've been hearing you talk about this. Oh, and if you're not a listener yet, You got to go back to episode 1 and listen. You got 39 episodes to catch up on. So go back and listen. You've got 10 seconds. So this is for my lifting community, my healthy evolution community as well. Rest, everybody, rest. As well as my Big Messy Bun community. This is a combination. This is like where the two forces come together. And it's pretty badass. Where are we at? We got side front raises. I'm going to do my first few standing because I need to get out of the chair. So we're going to go with a bit of a lighter weight for this exercise. Now you might be thinking, holy shit, Katey, you got weights all over your gym. I certainly do. But I know where I'm walking. I know where I'm going. My ball is tucked way to the side. I'm not going to trip on it because we're using that ball. Remember, we're getting our gym set up. So make sure your area is clear. Make sure you don't have dirty laundry hanging around. That's going to depress you. Clean your room up. Get it ready for this session, you guys. If you have shit hanging around your home, clean it out. Put it somewhere. Rest. I'm serious about this. I am so fortunate that I have a spare room. When I chose this apartment, I could have went with a 1-bedroom, save a few $100 a month, but I'm like, no way. I need this space. This is my space. Now, let's say you're listening to this and you were on last week's episode or you listened. We talked about empty nest, right? Now, if those empty nesters are gone and you know that they don't really need their bedroom, you don't need to leave their bedroom set up for them for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and spring break. They will survive if you convert that room into a gym. I said it. I fucking said it. Go do it for yourself. If you don't have another room in your home, and let's say you don't want to do that. You're like, Katey, that's so mean. Well, then tidy up a corner of your gym. I have one lady, rest everybody, rest. I'll do my next one seated, but I'm lightening up. One of the ladies that comes to my class, she just recently sent me a picture of her gym. It's literally the corner of a basement. I can tell it's the corner, the way the stuff is set up. She's got a beautiful mirror set up, her TV set up, a little weight thingy, her mat. Let's go side raise, front raise. She just took that space and converted it. It's just a nugget of room. You don't need much room. 6 by 6, that's it. So don't think you have to have some big extravagant setup to benefit. Okay, now I'm coming back to talk to my modified lifters. Ladies, you are killing it. You are doing so good, and I'm so freaking proud of you. Our modified class just celebrated our 2-year anniversary or 2-year birthday, whatever you want to call it. We birthed the class July 2023. Rest, everybody. And it came from you. It came from people like you who said, I want a really challenging, fun, exuberant, whoa workout, but I want to have it modified if I can. I was like, oh man, so I've been teaching a certain way. Pick up your weights. And then I got thinking, I'm like, I teach modified fitness every day at work, every single day. However, the way I train my elders is with a little more calmness. Still, they get the education, guys. They get the education and energy. They do not get a single F-bomb out of my mouth. But they get it. They get educated. So I thought to myself, I can do this. And guess what? This community has grown and it has supported it. And I want to thank every single one of you right now who are doing this video with me because you have supported this class. You guys are the ones. Rest, everybody, rest. You are the ones that have been here. You are the ones that are showing up 3 times a week for yourself. And you are the ones getting stronger every single day. We have one more of those. Are you ready? Oh, wait, we did them all. Never mind. I'm just looking at the clock. We are moving on too. That's how excited I get. I almost made us do extra. We're going to take this tennis ball, tuck it between your heels, squat to lift, and then we're here. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about this exercise and the discovery your coach recently made. All right, so something I pride myself on as an instructor is I'm continually evolving my knowledge base. I'm continually educating myself so that I can bring the best to you guys, the very best. And so 5 seconds left here. 5 seconds here, guys. We're going up and down and rest, squat to sit. This exercise has been recently, I don't know if it's recently understood, but I recently came across research that this exercise is not just for strong calves, balance, and core strength, which it is. Oh, and tuck your balls. I just love saying that. Tuck your balls, pick up your weights. It's working your grip strength as well. Grip strength is another area. Now, if you're with me and you're like, Katey, I don't have 20-pound dumbbells like you have. Maybe I've only got 10s. What can I do? You can take your hands out to the side, and that is going to challenge your grip strength. It is going to challenge your shoulders a little bit more, but we are doing shoulders and legs today anyways. But it's going to challenge that grip strength just a bit more. And I have one more juicy nugget for you about this exercise. One more up and down, squat to sit. This exercise is also been shown and proven to be part of our cardiovascular health. You guys, every time you contract those calves, think of them as little pumps in the bottom of your body that are pumping that blood back up to circulate, to pump and circulate. Think of it this time. I'll do my last one seated to show you that option. But think of this now. Don't think of it as like up and down, up and down. Think pumping blood. Think of that. Can you please do that for me? So, you guys, some of you know my history with heart health. I had my dad have his first heart attack at age 36, another at 46, died at 56. I was 19 years old when he died, okay? Now, mom, she had her first heart attack the day after my son Jack was born. So I was a brand new mama, and there I was, rest everybody, rest. Brand new mom, having this brand new little baby, and I was in emerge with my mother. Okay, so have I been a little bit dialed into heart health for the last, this is a seated version, big ball between the knees, let's go everybody, let's go. Have I been a little driven? Yes. Is there a reason? Hell yeah. But it's beyond that. That was part of what got Katey going. What keeps me going today is not the fear of dying of heart disease. It is about prevention. It is about building a strong body and mind and a beautiful spirit. Those are the things that keep me driven. I'm looking right now in my gym, and I have a list of words that describe Katey. Have you done that? Have you ever just done that? Like made a little collage of words to describe you? And under it, I have my granddaughter sitting on my lap in a picture. You just completed your workout. Rest, everybody. Now, at this point in the workout, we put our weights away. So carefully now, if you're on video with me, you're gonna see I'm carefully putting my weights back in my gym. I am gonna take my tennis ball, just give it a roll to where it goes in my gym. I'm picking up both weights to replace them onto my gym rack. You guys, the way you clean up your gym is important, okay? It's as important as your workout. So don't get to this point of the workout and get sloppy. No, clean up your space. Get organized, will ya? Because listen, the way you do this, the way you take care of yourself is a sign of self-care, respect for you. Okay. Now, back to the story while we stretch. We are going to stretch, and I'm going to show you most of the stretch standing, because I just need to get out of that chair. Heel into the ground, sit your weight back. We are stretching this leg right now. We're sitting, we're just gently pressing here. We're not pushing hard, but we're sticking that rear end out. Okay, now I'm going to face you. So there is so many reasons that keep me going today. And another big one is our community. You guys show up week after week, day after day for yourselves. That really gets me inspired to show up better for you. And here's the thing. I can't show up my best self for you if I don't pour into myself first. And neither can you. If you found yourself here today and you're like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Stop the noise. Start saying no, switch to the things that are not serving you. You must get into that driver's seat. Take massive responsibility. And with that responsibility comes action. We can't just wish and hope our way to a healthier life. We cannot. Next stretch, I'm doing seated. We're going to do a figure 4. You take one ankle here, tuck it here, and lean. You cannot will and wish yourself, think yourself healthy. You've got to put in the work. It is called a workout for a reason. It's work. And damn it, I'm so glad that we all put in the work the way we do. It's worth it. You are worth it. Your future is worth it. Your future self, that 80-year-old Katey, who I just adore already, switch sides. I am going to be so thrilled to celebrate my 80th birthday. And you know what? In the meantime, I'm celebrating today. I'm not waiting to celebrate until I hit that milestone of 80. Are you freaking kidding me? I celebrate every day like it's my birthday. And I want you to start doing that for yourself. Let's stretch your thighs. We're here. And so if you, again, I'm so happy that you found yourself here. I'm so excited that I just decided on the fly to turn this into episode 39 of the Big Messy Bun. Switch sides. And if you're new here to working out, welcome. You are so welcome to join us. Head over to healthyevolution.ca for more info. And if you found yourself here and you're like, I'm a listener, I'm a worker outer, but I didn't even know you had a podcast. Holy shitballs, woman, check it out. It is loaded. It is loaded with education, energy, empowerment, humor, good fashion. Come on. Like, it is a loaded nugget. Switch sides. And it was a dream I sat on for so long. And then January 2025, I ripped off that big old Band-Aid. My mic was charged. I just grabbed my laptop and recorded. I just did. I just jumped in front of that and hit record. All right, we're facing forward here now. We're going to sit, take your arms together in the front, open them up like field, whatever those things are called in football, the field posts, and open up wide. Open up wide. Open as wide as you can. Now, our bodies are forward, forward, forward all the time. We drive forward. We text forward. We eat forward. Everything's forward. Please open up that beautiful chest of yours and just feel those lungs and your chest stretch, open up. Whoo! Oh, that was loud. All right, bring this arm over. You guys, this has been a pleasure to record this episode with you today. And for those of you in my modified class, I hope you enjoyed this. And you know what? I'm not adding music to it. I was fumbling with apps just prior to this. I was starting to get very stressed out, you guys, and I just let myself off the hook. I did. I was like, Katey, you got so much going on right now. You don't need to learn about music apps today. Today. I will future. Yes, I know I will. But for today, I needed to slow things down and get this workout created for you and this podcast recorded for you. Big breath in, everybody. And forward fold, down we go. Now, if you did not do a forward fold, I need you to because it feels so sassy, feels so good. And roll up, and roll back your shoulders. And one more big breath in. And forward fold, down we go. Let your body hang like a rag doll if it feels okay. And roll on up. Roll your shoulders back. All right, you guys, there you have it. This was your modified lifting experience, as well as episode 39 of The Big Messy Bun. I want to shout out my girlfriend, Leslie, who made me that beautiful, beautiful hand-drawn portrait of me. and my Big Messy Bun. It's kind of funny. I don't even have buns in today. I have braids in, but buns, braids, whatever. The message is the same on the Big Messy Bun and modified lifting and longevity lifting classes. I want you to empower yourself. I want you to educate yourself and live life with energy. You guys, you're a force. You are made for this. You have it in you. You've just got to let her out. She's in there. If you need help finding her, you hit the follow button. Leave me a comment. I will promise you I'll respond to every single comment. If you don't like comments, you're like, Katey, I'm more private, shoot me a message. I am so easy to reach. Healthy Evolution by Katey on Instagram, Katey Armstrong on Facebook, and of course, healthyevolution.ca for all the things. Thanks for tuning in today to episode 39 of the Big Messy Bun, as well as your modified lifting experience.